Hello, I'm Bex from Bexercise. I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor, and I run strength and mobility classes on Zoom for the sisters. And I'm here today to help you out with standing, especially if you're on the trolley or can't work a lot. I've had a lot of people talking to me about how they're getting some low backache and some posture problems, and it's getting a little bit uncomfortable, especially with those metro shifts of 3 hours. So I'm here just to spend a little bit of time to try and help you out. So this is in two sections. They're both about 2 to 3 minutes long. The first section is about what you can do while you're standing on your shift, or standing doing anything if you're starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you're getting discomfort in the low back area. The second section is what you can do afterwards to try and alleviate these problems from happening so much. Okay, so we're going to be talking about some muscle activation and some good stretches that you can do. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is how you're standing. Make sure that when you're standing that your feet are directly underneath your hip sockets, so they're quite spaced. Okay, so you're really steady, and that means that you're supporting the rest of your body's weight in the most aligned way. Have a little bend in your knee so you're not locked out like that. That way the weight of your body is landing on the muscles and not the joints, and that's always better. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was where your pelvis is. Now,
there something else I can help with?
Often what will happen is when you're standing and not thinking about it, your pelvis will start to tip forward, and you'll start to get this little curve in your low back, and after a while you get that ache, and it's just, you just can't get rid of it. So we're going to be talking about what the shape of your back should look like, and how your pelvis position is key for that. Okay, so rather than, if you imagine that you have an arrow that goes down your spine, okay, and it's pointing, rather than it pointing away from you, okay, that arrow, think about it trying to point down towards the ground. So in order to do that, I have to tip the top of my pelvis back like that, so that that arrow points down rather than out. My back is in a much safer and happier shape there. It's more aligned, the load is distributed straight down rather than just landing right there on the low back. Okay, we're going to talk about that a little bit later, and some exercises you can do to try and encourage that shape. Okay, so while you're standing on shift, the first one is called the weight shift. That's what I call it. So you're standing like this, and what I want you to do is just surreptitiously just lean from side to side so that all your weight is on one side, and then just lean so that all your weight is on the other leg. Okay, and you just gently sway like this. Each time, make sure that all your weight is on that leg. Drive down through the heels so that you can really get those leg muscles working, especially the glutes. Okay, so squeeze that butt cheek, and then over to the other side and do the same thing, and just concentrate on really getting those leg muscles actually working. Put your weight back into the heels, push the foot down into the floor so that you're activating those muscles. This activates the glutes. The glutes are there to support your back, so let's use them. The other thing that happens is circulation slows down when you're standing for a long time. Okay, so here's a quick fire way to get that circulation boosted again, which is going to help your concentration and get you nice and awake, stop any muscle cramps, okay, and then just wake you up a little bit. And it's as simple as this. Just lift your heels, put them down again, lift and lower. What this does is it activates the calf muscles, and the calf muscles help your circulatory, I can never say that, your blood circulation system to kickstart it. Okay, so getting those muscles going helps that blood to start moving a little bit quicker around your body. It effectively pumps it back up through that system. You can just do it one at a time as well, like that. Okay, just up on your tiptoes so you can really feel those calf muscles working. Okay, all right, and then talking about your SI joint, which is where your pelvis joins your spine, gets really stiff. Okay, so you can just do like a little sway, a little hip sway like that. And as you go to one side, just really push over. Okay, I'm exaggerating, you don't look silly, but Yeah, just something like that. So you're just really pushing that hip out. So you're trying to get some movement through this area here, which tends to fix if you're standing in one place after a while. And the last thing I just wanted to mention is that when you're standing, stand straight. Okay, don't stoop. Okay, make sure your weight is coming back a little bit. Just imagine that you're standing with your back up against a wall. Your weight is in your heels. Lift up that rib cage here, tuck that pelvis so that it falls back. Okay, and just stand with your shoulders nice and square and back. Okay, there you go. So second section is about what you can do after the shift, okay, and things that you can do to make sure that your muscles are working properly to support that standing and make it as comfortable as possible. So just a couple of things to start with. Glute activation, a really quick way to do this anytime, any place, is just to get your back against a wall. Your feet are a little way away from the wall, and then you're just going to put one foot and put it flat against the wall or door or fridge or whatever you're standing against. From the side it looks like this. Okay, and then you're pushing that foot into the wall. Keep the knee aligned, don't let it sink in. Push it straight and push as if you're trying to push that wall over. That's going to activate the muscles on the backs of your legs, especially your glutes. Hold it for 30 seconds, then do the same thing on the other side. Let's get those glutes working and active so they can support your upper body. Another one for upper back posture, same thing. Stand against the wall, feet a little way away, upper arms against the wall, tucked right into your ribs. Okay, and then you're going to push those upper arms against what you're standing, the fence, whatever. Okay, you can lift your hips up from the wall if you want to, or you can just have them down. From the side it looks like this, and you're pushing back that way. This activates the muscles in the top of your back. Okay, responsible for your posture, your upper back posture. So rather than those shoulders kind of sitting forward, okay, and rounding in a little bit, if you get those upper back muscles working and awake and alive, it's going to look more like that. Okay, so get those shoulders back and down, open up through the front, get more oxygen in, more air, and that's going to help with any neck problems that you might be experiencing. Okay, what else did I have for you? Yes, okay, so grab a chair. This is to practice where that pelvis should be. Hands on the chair. This is called chair cat-cow. Feet nicely spaced, knees a little bit bent, and then you're just going to practice that pelvic tuck, or getting that arrow here. Rather than pointing out that way, it's going to start pointing down towards the floor. Tuck in the chin as well. Try not to hunch the shoulders. Okay, get those core muscles going and really pull that pelvis down and through, and then release. So you're getting as much movement through that lower lumbar region as you can, and really teaching that pelvis where it should be sitting naturally. Okay, once you've mastered that, when you're standing, you can think about where that pelvis is. So rather here than here. Okay, it's more like that. Okay, immediately reducing the load that's sitting on that low back area. I have to squeeze my glutes and I have to use my core to hold it there. Okay, but that's good. That's what they're for. Okay, then the other thing, oh yeah, lovely stretch for afterwards. Same position, hands on the chair seat, feet nice and wide, little bend of the knee, and then you're just going to push those hips all the way back. Reach forward with the arms, push gently down onto that chair seat. If it feels good, let the head come between the arms and just get that spine nice and long. See how long that is. And breathe. Use your breath as well to really create some space and get some length back into those squashed muscles. Okay, this is a beautiful stretch to do after a shift. Okay, bend your knees, come up nice and safely, like so. And there you go. So hopefully you found something there that's useful. Please try it and let me know how you get on in the comments below. If you've got any other questions or there's other stuff that you'd like to know about, again, please comment. I'll make sure that I do get back to you. If you'd like to come and try one of my classes, or you've got anything that you would need some help with, you'd like some help with, or just to chat about anything that you think exercise might be able to help you, I'm right here. Give me a comment and we can get in touch. So I hope you found that useful. Blessings to you, and enjoy the rest of your day.